Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's your man Strictly Icky Sticky. I'm here with my partner Sparky Shakapasak at the Radio Supa headquarters here in Phoenix, Arizona. I'm hearing that this guy Intercontinental Kent has something to say. Straight out the gate, better than every last one of y'all stations. This big business syndication. Don't come here playing. Every Tuesday, 10 p.m., 12 a.m. Live from the Fortress. TJ Super Hype, Kim Drawn and them. Major independents. Either you got it or you don't. If you got it, get in rotation. If you don't, well, excellence of execution in depth. Interviews, what's the scenario? That helps us learn y'all views. Download the app. Radio Supa, Android or iOS. Act like y'all don't see all these celebrity guests. Y'all ain't here, you in the wrong place. Catch me on the replay. Followed by the Rock the Mic show. A weekend. Boom back, mainstream. Drill trap, R&B. Old school, new school. North, south, west, east. Get familiar, the illest station in AZ. 7 to 9 Pacific time, 10 to 12 in the east.
Yo, what's good? We in the building. TJ, super duper. Y'all know how it is. Radio Supa. That's how it is, man. We locked in. We got a dope show lined up for you guys tonight. I got a bunch of new music. I got a lot of things going on this week. I'm going to talk to you about them too, you know what? But we're not going to do it right now, you know, because right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to dive right into some music, man. I got a lot of joints I'm going to jump into. I got some Rampage. We're going to start that up. Salute to my mans out there. New joint. I run DMCs. I love it. And then we got a bunch of other stuff too. Some Method Man. Some new music from Kid and Play. You know how it is, man. Dave East. We got some of that coming up. Some Razcast. Tretch. Y'all stay locked in. Super duper. Radio Supa. Salute out the live side radio. We see you out there. Everybody locked in with us. What's good? Boss ENT Radio. What's good? We see you out there. Let's get into the music. Y'all stay locked. Super duper. Let's go.
Yo, XL, turn me up. Here we go, here we go, go. Here we go, here we go. Rampage dog, yo, I'm back up in the game. Dumb diddy, dumb, plus I got fame. Wanna know my name, cause I'm reaching from the top. This is how I do when I'm reppin' hip-hop. I'm still reppin' the game with the kings of rock. I do it to the game every day, non-stop. Yo, tell them young guns, they ain't messing with me. So why you wear those glasses so I can see? Yeah, we back in the game. Shout out the kings of rock. This is your boy Rampage. This is how it's going down. King of the street, king of the street, king of the street, whoa, king of the streets. I'm back up on the game. Heavy on the juice, just how I maintain. Getting this money like every day. It's like, yo, chillin' in the street, I'm choking on green. About to check my shorty up in Hollis, Queen. About to hit the bell pop, well, you know what I mean. Yeah, no, riding around the city in my Cadillac. Called my dude Phil and he never came back. XL cut the record down to the bone. And now they got me rocking on the microphone. 2 years ago, a homie of mine asked me to focus to do this crime. He told me, yo, we going this way. When I seen the cops, then we ran the wrong way. After that, dove over the hill. We was drinking Old English and we ready to kill. So that's the life that I lead. Yo, I gotta get this money, that's my word on my seed. Just relax, fall back, take a heart attack. I said nothing in the world that rap never lasts. So I'm chilling at this party in my Rampage stance. A 40 in my hand with my gun in my pants. I'm fly like a dove, shorty showing me love. If I really get mad, they about to close the club. A 1, 2, 3, a 3, a 2, 1. The word on the streets, I make you dudes run. I'm spending so much money, I love to have fun. Son of life, it love to get dumb. Walk this way, yo, this how I come. Raising hell, you gotta get some. Killing the game till your boy is straight. When you go on Rampage, I got moves to make me.
Oh look,
yeah.
3 bowls of rice. A big bowl, a middle-sized bowl, and a dear little teeny
Yo, who gave color to hip-hop? Neon crops have risen the top of livers. The rivers of Jones delivers. See, I'm the reason why the love of the game gave birth every 9 moons to a new nigga. Armed with the bars and steps, defies the steps, career building. We in the gym, bitch, working on this chubby check. The twist is respected. The biz keeps old niggas fit like Jacqueline. Buffoons in my era cannot jack the lane. And I'ma bet the movie and the popcorn. They say sky's the limit. God damn it, I'm a rocket. Divide space, clear the area. Paul, get the guard 3 feet. I'm about to starve these streets. Feed them nothing but that good health. Trap a forkful, I've been so thoughtful to feed you nothing but that good health.
The latest on trick time.
You lack the minerals and vitamins.
This is food for thought.
Many in my mental state. Look at that mental cake.
Say grace.
Everybody break bread, huddle around.
And grab a plate for yourself. Serving good health.
Finding for real rappers, needle in the haystack. Lost to the snooze, soon last to lay flat. A marquee will hold your name, but the deeds of the building that the marquee on holds ours the same. All bets are off, these vets off the chain. Cardio's CrossFit, so we fitted upon the cross to spit godly. To take one ball from out of my 16, the power clean, your best heavyweight. We ain't practice, we the atmosphere. Created to steer you away from at-risk living. We ain't out the box new, but we nutrition to you. No need to put my city on my back, just the world on my sound. An earshot away wherever famine is found. Pull out the good help like blocks. Ain't gutter, but lyrically box cutters to stay outside the box.
That's it, just right.
Say the world just speak, so strive to speak healthy. Told in life, serve truth directly. True wealth, good health and wise words. Gotta take better care of yourself. Speak healthy. Just speak, so yo, speak healthy. It's told in life, serve truth directly. True wealth, good health and wise words. Take better care of yourself. Speak healthy.
Still doing it for the love. Still doing it for the love. Let me be the one. Let me be the. Let me be the one that you think about when you fantasize. You know the vibe. Let me be the one that you think about when you fantasize. For the love, Let me be the one that you think about when you fantasize. Keep it private, I never been in the camera vibes. Analyze how you be talking like you a fan of mine. Hold it down and ain't never too proud to stand in line. Let me be that nigga that you dream about. Both eyes shut and your blinkers, picture me eating out. Let me be the one you know gon' show you what a freak about. Living with your mama, I'm the reason you was sneaking out. Let me be the reason for the feelings. Tried to play the hero, ended up the villain. I be chillin', really drama free. It ain't your business where I gotta be. I did it for the love, anything else was like the lottery. Really happened, they wasn't around when I was barely rapping. My mama would put on my Hellier Jackson. 95, I did the Air Maxes. Let me be the one you respect. You know not what the dead ask me. You don't get a vibe like you need a nigga in the front. If y'all both down in your last, you gon' share a taxi. Let me be the nigga, you ain't gotta question if it's real. I ain't with all the excitement like I'm next to get a deal. I'm the only one when you think of sex and get the chills. Never had to block your number, you respected me for real, for real, for real. I'm the only nigga that you feel. 50 years will go by, you probably think about me still. For real, for real. Let me be the, let me be the, for the love. I did it for the, you still doing it, still.
DJ Pro Fluid.
Hey yo, playing stylistics in the cabin with mobsters. A spades game turned into a brutal fight. They try to peel Mars' cousin, it's raining. Hallway action, feel a caption. Liquor fight is in nights. Hit the lights, there they go. All the paid suede on blades with the deal. Little the moment's amazing. I sat back, caught him in comfort zone. Son come home, all he wanna do is get rich and bone. Luxury cribs lit a gig. Who want his and minks, don't fear feds. Who stay fresher than ever, the real reps. They barely see him in streets, the real Lex. Chillin', multi-million or civilian. Who slip back in the bank, bag Lillian. I swear on everything fly, soul aliens. Bust my gun, one run, yeah, I'm done.
Who went from mountain bikes to champagne in the sofa? Who kept alive, you designer belts as a holster? Who created the play, shaping the culture? You know they know what's up, we still loaded up. Who went from mountain bikes to champagne in the sofa? Who kept alive, you designer belts as a holster? Who created the 100K play at the gravesite. Purple rain in the background, no time for stage fright. Silent understanding, we gon' tag him if he take flight. Or we can make music if the bass right. Came home showing fish scale diligence. War story proof, I off this roof out of vigilance. Marble floor, villa slick, twisted debonair for the flair. My prime syndicate, them cutthroat increments gon' have my villain split it. Them Carolina piranhas, pocket rockets and choppers see me EMG mobbing, white bucket like I'm Gilligan. Surrounded by water in the trenches, dirty syringes in them. Waist slim, rusted sable fur, they face grimacing. We cold case menacing. Round table circle of bosses and rich middlemen. Get for fidgeting. That dead body stench is a smell you can't forget again. My members German engineering, steering duck is innocent. If it's beef on appetite, eat them, problem solved. Sidney Poitier and Cassius Clay at the Renaissance. I got that call from Jeff and Todd, now the rest is historically ours. Look how we defeated the mods. Yeah. Who went from mountain bikes to champagne in the sofa? Who kept alive you designer belts as a holster? Who created the play, shaping the culture? You know they know what's up, we still loaded up. Who went from mountain bikes to champagne in the sofa? Who kept alive you designer belts as a holster? Who created the play, shaping the culture? You know they know what's up, we still loaded up.
Yeah, shout out EMG, Shice Vader, DJ Pro Fluent, what up? This is Shaolin creation for your nation. They f around and make the competition. Infinite skills. Infinite skills. Hey yo, Pim, what up? Shit is infinite. Infinite skills. Infinite skills. Shout out Rocky City, man. Man, this is infinite. Going above and beyond. Yeah, infinite skills. Now the OG's putting all this faith in me. No piano lessons, but my homies play the major key. Me and Gary coming to up any rapper A to Z. From my message to my dapper, reason labels craving me. And God be making sure I see what I'm made to see. I done waited patiently to make this whole nation scream. I'm puffing, now I'm up with all the space stations. Beat is J-Face and keep me in control like PlayStation. G, I'm top prospect. Ain't a single miss that I done dropped yet. Stepping over y'all like checkers, homie, this is not chess. Five stress in my chest, a ball and get LeBron checks. They know I'm on next, my image complex. Pretty soon the kid gon' come and shut it down when I be on flex. Ayy, homie buzzing like a bumblebee. Ain't no one can humble me. Me don't get that bag and score that 7 while you fumble. G, I'm on a roll like tumbleweed and best believe it's infinite. Coming for the top of the throne. I'll never stop, I'm never flopping till I'm dropping and gone. It's infinite. Man, I'm a rare breed. Be going till I'm buried. Nobody can compare, G. Man is infinite. Keep going above and beyond. I'm getting love from the dawns. For sure you fuckers are gone. This is infinite. I'll be building my legacy. Let nobody ahead of me, homie, just let it be. It's infinite. Well, the more that I believe, the more that I receive, and the more I cancel greed. More things that were randomly, and the less that I perceive. Less stressful highs and needs. Less messes in my chest. Less guesses for eyes to see. Well, yes, believe I still got the best inside of me. Learn from investments. So like bills, I put my X beside the V's. Woo! Like jets passes, I'm going over your head. And my next track list finna have me up on that edge. So I keep popping like my collar. Gotta cop some dollars for my mama, papa, son, and daughter. Getting pasta from my oblongata. I'm top shotter. I'm reefing like a roster. Multi-talented, watch me cop a Grammy and an Oscar. I'm in the boroughs with the goats, homie. Rarely showboating, but bringing this city hope, homie. You hear the soul up in my notes, make you wanna smoke and float. It's most open till I motherfucking choke, homie. I'm gone. It's infinite. Coming for the top of the throne. I'll never stop, I'm never flopping till I'm dropping and gone. It's infinite. Man, I'm a rare breed. Be going till I'm buried. Nobody can compare, G. Man, this shit is infinite. Keep going above and beyond. I'm getting love from the dawns. For sure you figures are gone. This shit is infinite. I'll be building my legacy. Let nobody ahead of me, homie, just let it be. It's infinite. I'm taking time from the lows to take my climb to the heights. Subtract my mind from the O's, the adding dimes to the nights. The habits die with my wrongs. Patternize on my rights. Packing signs on my songs and they maximizing the lights. So I can never be content till I reach $1 billion or a couple streaks and millions. Taking over the world while I teach the children about a message and influence through these 808s. Long years I done stayed awake to raid the cake was made to wait, but now I'm
hitting fadeaways. Just what all the haters say. Take a couple shots and replenish off of that Gatorade. For me, Malcolm to pave the way when I was young and craved the haze. Started out being doubted and now I'm in a phase of praise. I'll never fade, I'll never drown, I'll never sink. I'll never age, I'm never down, I'll never shrink. Flip the page, got that sound, so don't never think that you won. I'll do it big like pun until I'm done. It's infinite, coming for the top of the throne. I'll never stop, I'll never flop until I'm dropping and gone. It's infinite, man, I'm a rare breed. Be going till I'm buried, nobody can compare, G. Man, this shit is infinite, keep going above and beyond. I'm getting love from the dawns, for sure you f***ed are gone. This shit is infinite, I'll be building my legacy. Let nobody ahead of me, homie, just let it be. It's infinite.
Hard nights, better days. Through with the top down, sun in my face. Ain't coming up out my eyes, I ain't about getting paid. Paint wet and it dripping, trunks on fire. Front end, high rise. Welcome to the land. But it don't stop. Paint wet and it dripping, trunks on fire. Front end,
Welcome to the land with plan to rise to the top. Now I'm winning and spinning corners and riding in the drop. I've been searching for better days, looking for better ways. Repping the south side and keeping it player made. Chasing them bad bro, driving them bad car. Popping them trunks open and swinging them legs hard. Pimping that mic now, breaking them freestyles. I'm rocking with Fat Pat, they call me the golden child. H-Town legend here, flipping the windows clear. It's summertime, I'm killing them every year. Sitting on Martin Luther, smoking a good crop. Welcome to the land where it just don't stop.
Promise I hit it hard nights, better days. Through with the top down, sun in my face. Ain't coming up out my eyes, I ain't about getting paid. Paint wet and it dripping, trunks on fire. Front end, high rise. Welcome to the land, but it don't stop. Paint wet and it dripping, trunks on fire. Front end, high rise.
Welcome to the land where them boys ain't playing. Real hustlers stacking bands, got what grain in my hand. Branded wine over silver with the inside tan. On the grind, chasing paper, earning all that I can. Like a fan, how them blades chop, fresh out the shop. Motor block, lower shocks, got the game on lock. Grind a lot, haters right, cause the real on top. In the front, I got a candy drop the color of water. Missing top so they can see how I make something from nothing. Pressing buttons, chrome cutting from a cow with a cutter. Let me tell you something, partner, about them Texas plates. We getting paid, nothing fake, making concrete shit.
Promise I hit it hard nights, better days. Through with the top down, sun in my face. Ain't coming up out my eyes, I ain't about getting paid. Paint wet and it dripping, trunks on fire. Front end, high rise. Welcome to the land, but it don't stop. Paint wet and it dripping, trunks on fire. Front end, high rise.
Welcome to the land where it just don't quit. If it can, then go glass. If you're not, go tip. If it's tricks and it's walk, I'm just not gon' fit. I'm a player, keep a knot, but I'm not gon' trip. I be fresh ball fade, candy fresh spray. Sachi on my body, same thing on my shades. My partner did a bid, I ain't talking about spades. I've been holding since a kid, I started with the blades. Now I'm on foes, thinking about the roads. If I ever pull it out, I'm putting swingers on the toes. Chilling on the north, I'm getting throwed. If I walk about this house, I'm getting paid or getting
Promise I hit it hard nights, better days. Through with the top down, sun in my face. Ain't coming up out my eyes, I ain't about getting paid. Paint wet and it dripping, trunks on fire. Front end, high rise. Welcome to the land, but it don't stop. Paint wet and it dripping, trunks on fire. Front end, high rise.
What's good? Back in the building. TJ Supa, Radio Supa. Y'all know how it goes down, man. Again, salute to everybody out there, man. You know what I mean? We see you, we see you, we see you. Yo, I got my man DJ Prince Ice coming up real soon, so I want y'all to stay locked in for that. Big salute out to my team, Kim Drawn, you know what I mean? Lisa Arenas, Queen B, y'all know what's good. Salute out to my man Intercontinental Kent. Salute out to Keish, we see you out there. Man, DJ DN3, what's good, man? Yo, I was just out with my man DJ DN3. We got some business coming up, man. Check this out. This weekend, if you guys happen to be in the Phoenix area, I will be spinning at the Boom Boom Room, 15th Street in McDowell. Make your way over there. I'll be on the turntables. You can come check me out this Saturday. Come through, enjoy yourself. You know what I mean? Standard club times, you know what I'm saying? 9 p.m., 2 a.m. We're going to be rocking all night, you know? So just like that. You know how it is, man. But nonetheless, I threw a bunch of music at you guys. We started off with the intro from my man Intercontinental Kent. Was good. Right after that, I Run DMCs by my man Rampage, who just had a big tour in Chile. Salute to him. Right after that, De La Soul, Good Health. Dave East, Let Me Be with Scram Jones, Reshaping the Culture. New music from Raekwon and Shice Vader. Right after that, Infinite, Henry and DJ Premier. And Welcome to the Land, Fat Pat, Little Kiki, Paul Wall. Gave you a little bit of the down south flavor. I know what you wondering. You wondering, TJ, how do we follow you? That's a good question. We're going to cover that in a minute, you know what I'm saying? Because right now, we got somebody special calling in, you know what I mean? I talked to you guys about this at the beginning of the show. I said, we're going to get my mans in the building, you know what I mean? Bay Area legend, Bay Area radio legend. If you guys have been listening to music in the Bay Area for any time in the last 20 years, I can't see how you couldn't come across my man DJ Prince Ice. Yo, Ice, what's good? How you doing, sir? Okay.
What's going on, sir?
Man,
you're too kind, legend. Wow.
We cooking right now. Yo, my man's hit me up. He said, yo, TJ, yo, what's good? Yo, I love my man Jeff. That's my guy right there. Salute to BTP
Jeff's
Media.
my dude too.
Yes.
Absolutely right.
Amazing guy. I mean, I've been working with him for I don't even know how many years. It's been a long time. You know how music it is. You do something fun and the time just kind of flows by. It's like a long movie.
I swear to God.
Just you like don't that. Even know.
Yep. Yeah. I've done it on both ends, on the promo end,
right,
on the radio end,
right,
and then the funny thing is, man, it all circles back together at some point, man.
Yeah, definitely does. So my man hits me up. He's like, yo, TJ, what's good? Happy birthday. I just celebrated a birthday. You know what I'm saying?
Happy birthday,
right,
man.
I look like I'm 30. I'm a vampire. You know what it is? Just like that. We'll keep that between us. Anyways, so my man is like, yo, my man DJ Prince Ice, you heard? And I'm like, okay, the name sounds familiar. And he's like, yo, we got to get him in. I said, word? He said, yeah. So he shot me the stuff over. Bam, we in the building with DJ Prince Ice. Yo, we gotta talk, man. Yo, you got some new stuff, man. I'm hearing new music. What's going on right now before we go back in time?
Well, I come from a generation DJs were DJs, right? We didn't have a DJ that said, hey, he's a hip hop DJ, or he's a soul DJ, right, or he is a freestyle DJ or electro DJ. We encompassed the whole DJ, right? Everything was new back then. As a DJ, you played the latest hip hop, you played the latest electro, you played the latest freestyle, and my man DJ, I don't know if you know Automator or not, but DJ Automator, turned me on to some records. He was like, dude, you gotta check these out. And I was like, okay. And I'm playing a lot of freestyle, I'm playing a lot of dance records, and I'm playing a lot of electro records. And I was gonna go to this party, and he was like, "Dude, you got this the newest thing I got in the record pool. You gotta check this out." And he gave me "Jack Your Body" by Steve Silk Hurley.
Okay.
And that was the first house record. We didn't have a bunch of house records we play back to back to back to back.
Right.
We were playing a lot of dance music, and we played some house music. Didn't think the impact it was gonna have today.
Right.
When you look back as the first record that you played. So, I've been blessed. I played a lot of brand new hip hop, a lot of test pressing, broke a lot of hip hop records,
right,
did hip hop mega mixes, did a lot of electro, did a lot of freestyle, played at the biggest clubs with DJ Cameron Paul. I used to open and close for him, and he encompassed the whole plethora, right? He played everything. So when I got that record, and I was, trying to figure out how to put it, because, it's a 4-on-4 disco beat, really.
Yeah.
For a house record, and everything else was a freestyle record, which was pretty much up-tempo, freestyle beats. You know,
Right.
the kicks and the snares weren't laying on the 4-on-4.
You got to get creative trying to work it in.
You had to get creative to play it in. You almost had to play it with some disco records and stuff like that.
Right.
So, you know, but it was a blessing, man. I really, you know, got a chance to break that record. I was the first dude to play it on the radio. I played it on KSOL.
Amazing.
Back in the day.
Amazing.
So,
incredible, man. Yo, yo, man, there's a lot of things I want to talk about, man, because you've been DJing for a trillion years for everybody out there. And I say that with the most level of respect, you know what I'm saying? But I like, you've been DJing for a long time. You've had a heavy stint in radio, so I want to cover that too. But let's go back to the beginning, man. Yo, you started. We're talking in the '80s, right?
Yep, got my turntables when I graduated. My mom got me my turntables when I graduated high school, which was around. Man. Yeah, though it was, you know, because before that, me and my homie Big Mac, which was another Bay Area legend for rap, you know, on the rap level, right? It was an MC and everything, but he was a DJ first,
right?
So he had. You know, he had mixer, right? He had a realistic mixer. The realistic mixer didn't have crossfade, so it just didn't even have a master volume. It had volume 1, volume 2, volume 3, volume 4, and 2 of them were like for microphone and, you know, stuff that it wasn't, you know, records, right? It wasn't analog turntables. Because, you know, that volume jumps a little bit when you put it. You can't put it on a line in. You have to put it on a phono in.
Yeah.
So the other two were line ins, and they weren't phono ins. So we're sitting there, and he had, you know, we were kids in the hood, man. We didn't have that much money. He had one of those record players that was like a 3-in-1. You remember those when, you know, you had the record player on top, then you had a cassette deck and the radio.
Yep.
All in one box, right?
Right.
And the turntable platter wasn't even big enough to sit on a whole record. You know, it was almost as big as a 45.
Right.
So we had to put a record on top of that and put a piece of paper and another record.
Right.
And then I had another turntable. I had a Sony turntable. Didn't have no pitch control or anything, dude. But that didn't stop us. This is how we learned.
Right.
That's why the art of mixing to us is so important, because we have to mix records and we have to fingers slow it down or fingers speed it up.
Yeah.
And it had to be close enough where it wasn't, you know, it wasn't like train wreck.
Of course. Yo, and you know what, man? It's like, you know, and I mean, technology is gonna technology, which is a beautiful thing. But it's like, it's interesting because, you know, like, you know, there's things that are built into the controllers now. You know what I mean? Obviously, that, you know, that DJs had to do manually back in the days. You know what I'm saying? And so there's always a lot of a heavy level of respect I have for them. There wasn't no sync up button. You know what I mean? There wasn't a lot of those things where you just had to go ear to ear to match something. You know what I mean? In those parties. And rocking those joints, man. So big salute out to the old school DJs, the turntable DJs, all of them. And of course, no disrespect to the new ones, but you know, this was, you know, a lot of these things that are built into the units today were built in because people did them without them being built into units before.
You know what I'm saying? I kind of feel but like I said, no disrespect to the young generation and everything, but it's just, instead of you know, so all this technology is created so you can boost your, you know,
skill,
boost your production, right? Boost everything that you're putting out, not to make you a lazy DJ.
Right.
You know, you can hit the sync button, but if you're on turntables, man, that shit is gonna wear off real quick. I don't know if I can curse on your show or not.
You're okay. Yeah,
I'm okay.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah.
So because if you know, the digital is another animal all by itself, dude. Analog, another animal. You're varying between, like, if you got it on you know, you're playing a 128 beat, it's varying between 127.9 and 128.1 if you're on a turntable.
Right.
Whereas if you're on the platters, it's just going straight. Digital platters, you're going straight 128, 128.
Right.
Put it on 128. You don't even need a sync button, dude.
Yeah.
128.
Right.
Hit play.
Line it up.
The only thing that does is zipper it up, I guess, when you do the sync button, dude.
Yeah.
It'll bounce it back and forth and make sure that they're all hitting at the same time.
Right. I still personally stay away from that button just because I love the art of DJing so significantly, and I've been a radio host for a long time, but I didn't get into the DJ side of it until probably the last 5 years. You know what I mean? So I feel like there's just certain things out of respect for the craft that I just don't do. So I stay off of the sync button, you know what I mean? And I'll line up by numbers, and every once in a while the numbers just don't line up even when they look like they do. You know what I'm saying?
Of course they don't. Yeah, you have to have the ear.
Doesn't work sometimes in terms of bringing all those numbers up, So yeah, a ninja with a sword is going to do a lot more damage than a civilian with a gun. So yeah.
Well,
so salute to the real ones.
Think about it this way. Think about it, you're a musician, you're a guitar player, right? You're doing a guitar solo on sync.
Right.
And you're doing a guitar solo with feel. Which one sounds better?
Of course. Yeah. You got it. You got it.
That's it. You bend records and you know what I'm saying? It just has a little funk to it that it doesn't have when you're just putting it into a zipper.
Of course. Yeah. Yep. And just like I said, coming from a real one, you know what I mean? For everybody late to class, we in a building with my man DJ Prince Ice, So
DJ Supa.
Hey, yo. So check this out. In fact, let's go through your social media real quick. We're not finished with you, but I want to throw it out. We'll do it again toward the end of the interview. But what's your social media in case people want to keep up with you, follow you, all that other stuff?
Instagram, TikTok, DJ Prince Ice _official.
Okay, just like that. So y'all know how to keep up with him. You did a heavy stint in radio. I want to talk about how did the whole radio path start for you?
Okay, so it started at KSOL. My man Marcos Gutierrez was always doing this, Cinco de Mayo party up in the Mission, right? So for this, he had auditions so that he could fill up his stage. For that audition, he had like singers and rappers and, all kinds of people to come up and perform during, the Cinco de Mayo party.
Right.
So he was also looking for DJs to fill up his day in between all the acts and all the good stuff and, whatnot. So he was like, I'm holding auditions and, there's a competition and come by and I'm holding it at this place. So everybody come and try out. So I'm a DJ and I'm going, okay. My cousin was in town. He's got, back in the day, this is, early 80s, dude. When people had the Nissan trucks with the inky low riding, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he was in town and we were like, okay, fine, let's go audition. So the night before the audition, because we had, he was like, we're going to start auditioning at 10 o'clock.
Right.
So be early. So the night before, make this dope mixtape for us, right? So we can bump it in his car on his dope sound system.
Yeah.
And so we made this dope mix and everything, and we had it ready. So we loaded up his car with all the turntables and the stereo. Because I had this big boom box back then in Sonic that was huge, right? Like eight double D batteries.
Oh,
right?
the D's. Yeah, I got you.
Bro.
The D's. Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
The Radio Raheems. I got you.
Radio Raheems, right.
Yeah.
It's huge. So I was taking that because that was my, it was kind of, back then you didn't have monitors, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that would be my monitor. So I took everything, we put it in there, we put our crate of records in there, and we're heading out. We go over there and we get there and we're like, we're here to audition. And he's like, audition what? He's like, I've got my turntables, I got my records, I got everything, we're ready. He's like, man, I can't audition you with your turntables. Are you crazy? Give me a mixtape.
Wow.
I was like, oh.
Wow.
I wasn't ready for that, dude.
Okay.
So I took the tape out of the tape deck, put my info on it, and gave it to him. And, you know, we were both like, you know, with a look of shame.
Yeah. You're shot.
Get back in the truck. We're like, man, you know, he's never going to call, dude. That's it.
Of course.
So we went back in, haul everything back up because I lived in the apartments in Park Merced. So, you know, lived on the 3rd floor. We had to haul everything back up.
You got to take the stuff upstairs. Golly.
Right.
Okay.
So we take everything back in, blah, blah, blah. You know, as a DJ, I don't go to sleep till like, you know, 2, 3, 4 in the morning.
Right. After clubs close, right.
You know, even just to play, you know, we were sitting there with friends and we got records playing and stuff like that and practicing DJing. The next thing you know, it's 3 in the morning.
Right.
So we go to sleep and, you know, I had one of those phones, you know, where the line goes all the way in the kitchen and you have to take it across the living room all the way up to the
pull that cord.
Yeah, I had that cord in there. You know, nobody had. This is before we, you know, even you know, I guess there was some cordless phones, but you know, anybody you call on a cordless phone, they pick up the phone. They're like, "Hello, wait till I get to the good phone. Hold on."
Right. Yeah, the signal's all crackly. Yeah,
yes.
I got you.
Real
pull
bad.
Antenna
so
out.
early in the morning, 8 a.m., my phone rings. I pick up the phone. I'm like, hello. You know how you sound early in the morning.
Of course.
Hello. And he, you know, I recognize the voice. So I'm like, Marcos is like, were you sleeping? Oh, no, I wasn't sleeping. He was like, dude, I listened to your mix. It was fire, dude. I was like, wow. I never heard anybody say that about our mixes before. You know, it's always the homies, you know.
Yeah.
Everybody loves what you're doing, dude. But, you know, it's everybody in the garage. They're just hanging out.
That's it.
So from that, I went to another event he had. And then I went to another event he had. And then, you know, he gave me the whole stage from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Okay.
So it was, you know, so I won that battle.
Yes.
It was great.
Congratulations on that. Yeah.
Yeah. So after that, my man Cameron Paul went from KSOL. They gave him a, you know, big shout out to Cameron Paul. He passed away, but he went from KSOL to KMEL, and there was a slot open. So because I knew him, he was like, "You want to do some mixes?" I was like, "Sure." He was like, "You know, you can do 5 days a week." I'm like, "Can't do 5 days a week, dude. The way I mix, dude, it takes me 2-3 days for every mix.
Yeah,
because
to put
I gotta
together.
sit there.
Yeah,
you gotta edit it. You know, this is back in the day on reel to reel.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't like nowadays. Well, even later on, where kids were like, okay, well, I just bring this stack of records and I mix it live on the air, and that's it. Man, you have to produce that record. You have to put it together. You know what I'm saying?
He said he's doing it on reel to reel. You're not having to slice tapes, are you?
I still got some of that.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I still got some of that.
Let's
dude.
go.
And yeah, a lot of that stuff. You know, eventually, you know, we started by editing. Then eventually the samplers came in. Then we started sampling and editing and mixing on top of the sample. So it all went, you know, it got better and better and better and better.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then at some point, I think in 88 or so, I got my hands on a Tascam reel-to-reel 4-track. Because, you know, they used to have those Tascam cassette 4-tracks.
Of course.
I don't know if you remember those or not.
Yeah.
And it was just some music over a loud-ass hiss. So,
okay.
You know exactly who made it all up.
Yeah.
That's exactly. And I think there's a beat in the background going boom, 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 and then really loud. So you knew who made their mixes on a 4-track Tascam cassette deck.
That's so funny.
Yeah, man. So I found one and I bought it and I took it home. That changed. That's how the records came around. The Dope Mix Volume 1 and 2. I was able to mastermind it and edit it and put it together all on those 4-track reels.
Okay.
And then we just put I asked my man King Tech, which is another super legend. Super legend, dude, and that's really a lot of why. So my man DJ Joe Quicks, the Latin Soul brother, used to go, he's younger than us. So he was still in high school when I was on the radio.
Right.
So he would go to school, and, I would do 2 mixes. I would do a Wednesday mix and a Friday mix.
Okay.
Because it took me Monday, Tuesday to make the Wednesday mix, and it would take me Wednesday, Thursday to make the Friday mix.
Okay.
Right, and then Saturday, Sunday, I'd take, relax, and then I start over again, and relax, and I start over again. I don't burn out. And then he would sit in the bus on the way home from school, and he'd be like, "Man, the kids are trading your mixes on the bus."
That's crazy.
Like, what do you mean? He said, like, "Yeah, I got Wednesday's mix, you got Friday's mix, I'll trade you." And I was like, wow, I never thought about that. That's because I always played the brand new hip hop records that nobody else was touching.
Right.
And I'm talking hip hop records. I'm not talking rap records. I'm talking about hip hop records De La Soul.
Yeah.
Nobody heard EPMD before.
Right.
I was the first dude to play that.
Yeah.
So all that stuff was done on my show. And then I would edit it and make it crazy, and people would just eat it up. It was, that's how it really started on radio. So
okay.
2 mixes a week, and my club, that's when I realized you can, once you blow up on the radio, so that's why all my mixes had to be top notch when I was on the radio. So when people heard it, they would just, I would have a following, and then I could, I wasn't getting really paid that much from radio.
Right. It takes some time. Yeah.
Not even time. You just, they pay you, whatever that wage was. It wasn't, they weren't paying you what people were charging. But when I go to the club, I can ransom that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep.
Because the following is there. If I, and God knows, I went from this club to this club to this club to this club, and within 2 weeks, I took 50 people into 1,500.
Wow. Okay.
Because by the time people realize, oh, Prince Ice is over here. Oh, Prince Ice is over here. Oh, Prince Ice. And other club dudes that own clubs in the area hated me, man. They always send people to shoot out my clubs.
Stop it. It's like that? That's serious?
Yeah, bro. It was like because the clubs were empty, because all the people were my joints.
Wow.
All the part, and it's funny because, I realized it was probably around 1987.
Right.
And Mantronics was in town. And, a friend of mine used to work for Fresh and Sleeping Bag Records.
Yeah.
And he was the local guy in the Bay, and he was a good friend of mine. So when Mantronics and everybody came down, he always used my turntables and stuff.
Okay.
Whether it was on, because I had these needles that were, everybody used to use those 680s and stuff like that, and they used to bounce, and and 980s was even worse. So I had these, linear. Do you know what linear turntable is?
Yeah, I'm familiar with them. Yeah.
Yeah, they're like a cassette deck. You close them, and it just goes across, and the record never lays flat down. It just sits up like a cassette.
Yeah, crazy.
So
it's been a minute since I've seen some.
Yeah, man, it's been a minute. I had a Sharp, but when I bought my turntables, the guy didn't have the turntable needles, so he put he jimmied it so I could put it on regular turntables, and it wouldn't. It would work.
Okay.
But what was gifted to me was the fact that these needles were a little heavier, and they didn't bounce every time you touched the turntable.
Okay. Good. You ain't got to put no pennies in the back of them, right?
So when he was in town, he would always use my turntable with those needles, and he always was like, "Dude, I'll buy these needles off you." I'm like, I'm not selling them, dude. How you think I'm gonna do my DJ, right?
Yeah.
So we did this club, which was famous for dance club, for freestyle electro club. It's called City Nights.
Okay.
And 18 and over, and it was just known for that. So all the local DJs that came with the promoter were all playing freestyle and electro records, one after another.
Right.
So I set up my turntable. Everybody was using my turntable. I set it up for Mantron, so when he goes on, he can use my turntables and everything.
Okay.
So everybody came on, and then about midnight, it was my turn to go on. He hadn't gone on yet.
Okay.
Just waiting. He was just waiting for the right time and everything. So the whole night, everybody's playing those ding 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 ding. So I put a record on. When it got my turn, it was about 123 BPM, so it's up tempo, and I'm playing this Beatronic record, which goes, and it's an electro record.
Right.
And then I look up and I see everybody out there. Nobody's dancing, right? Everybody's waiting for the show to go on, and they're all like holding the girl and leaning, and everybody's looking at me. Oh no, another one of these. You know, you can see it in their faces.
Yeah.
As soon as I was like, you know what? I'm stupid. This is a hip hop show, and I'm playing freestyle records, and everybody's waiting for the group to go on.
Right.
So I turned off the turntable. I put another record on. I had it queued up. I turned off the turntable, and I'm using my fingers to slow it down. And it's going
right.
And everybody thinks somebody pulled the plug, but the system is on because you can hear the record
yeah,
playing.
you can still hear it.
You know what I'm saying? And then it got to which I played the Rodney on Joe Cooley record.
Okay.
Everlasting Bass.
Yeah.
Dude,
bass.
The whole crowd screamed, dude. This is the first, I used to go to hip hop clubs and stuff all the time.
Yeah.
The Palladium used to play nothing but, urban music, right? And never, ever in my time have I heard the crowd scream until that night.
Wow. Yeah.
So that's when it all came to me. You play the right record, people will scream.
Read the room.
After that, it's not DJing and MCing. It's two different art forms. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
DJs, we didn't crack the mic like they do right now. Everybody say, "Oh, throw your hands in the air!" Next record. That wasn't. You play the right records, the crowd will scream. I don't have to artificially inseminate the crowd or anything, dude.
Right.
It's just playing the right music, the crowd will scream. So I remember that set like it was yesterday, dude. I played that. I played Boogie Down Bronx by Tila Rock.
Yeah.
And then I played J.A.Y.
He said the Tila Rock joint. Yeah. Okay.
And then I played Jam Master J. J.A.Y., all the letters of his name.
Yeah.
Cutting and scratching all the asses of his game. Cutting and scratching all the asses of his game. So check, got the master as he cuts these jams. Cuts these jams. Man, the crowd went nuts. That was the last record I got to play before Mantronic and MCT ran on stage, grabbed me,
took it. They're like, okay, this is it. This is the time.
They were like, the crowd is not gonna get any hyper than this. This is my moment right now.
Right.
So they jumped on there, they grabbed me, and I'm standing on with the MCT. We're doing the WAP. Remember the WAP?
Yes.
I'm giving my age away, bro.
No, you good. Yo, I promise. I was sitting here with my girl earlier today. We was watching old Salt and Pepper videos, like Tramp, and I'm like, oh look, that's the Roger Rabbit right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, nah, you good. You perfect.
Yeah, man. So that was the beginning of making a mark in the industry as the hip hop dude. And then, I was always, like I said, I was doing all the clubs with Cameron Paul and stuff like that.
Right.
Which was, the club wasn't fitting more than 700-800 people, so that was the max, and we had it packed for a long time. Even when he left, he went to City Nights, which is the club that I was DJing with Mantronic.
Okay.
But I kept that club going for another year and a half with no advertising.
Wow.
Just playing, all the dope records And I remember just playing, you know, when You're a Customer came out, I played it, and I remember the dance floor cleared, and I told everybody, I said, look, I got on the mic, I said, you guys are going to ask for this record come next week. You'll see. Yeah. Sure enough, next week, I got people lined up. I'm like, can you play that You're a Customer record, please?
Yeah. Yeah. They want to hear that. Yeah.
Yeah. So then I realized that if you mix live, as long as, you know, you're killing the dance floor, they will trust you to veer off track and play some stuff that's dope.
Right.
They'll trust you for that. So, you know, eventually when I was at KMEL and stuff like that, that was, you know, I had 1,500 deep. It would be the lawn outside. By the time everybody got in the club, it would be about midnight.
Okay.
So from midnight to 2 a.m., I'd be hitting them in the head, left and right. You couldn't throw a nickel. It would never hit the dance floor.
Okay. Packed out there. Good.
It was just packed. And that, you know, some weeks it would be 3-4 nights, depending on what the holidays were.
Right.
You know, but, you know, Fridays and Saturdays were always packed.
Incredible.
So, and then if you had a 3-day weekend, then Sundays would be packed. And, you know, if you would have a Thanksgiving, then it'd be 4 nights.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
It'd be crazy.
Incredible. Yo, for everybody late to class, we in the building with DJ Prince Ice, you know what I'm saying? Veteran
and
DJ.
Supa.
Yay. Just like that.
Gotta say it, man.
Right. We gotta throw it in. Yo, so this is beautiful, man. So check this out. Every time I get somebody on the show, I got this segment I call The Scenario. And I got a Busta Rhymes sample playing right now. I'm sure you know the words to it, you know what I'm saying? So
here we go, yo.
Peep the there you go. Just like that. So peep this, man. This is your scenario. So, you know, they come to you and they like, Ice, look, we want you to put together a show, you know, and we're going to give you a budget to put some DJs on the show. You know, you can pick whoever you want to put on this joint, you know what I mean? And, you know, they give you a budget and your budget can cover about 5 DJs. Which 5 DJs you going to put on this show? It's in Vegas. You want them to rock. It's going to be a beautiful crowd. Which 5 DJs you picking for the show?
Well, my favorite DJ of all time is probably Cash Money.
Okay. Got it.
Cash Money would definitely be on top of my list. I would definitely put Jazzy Jeff.
Yeah.
Flair.
Yeah.
You know, I would definitely DJ Scratch.
Okay.
You know, because I'm telling you, man, I've done some stuff with these kids. Fresh and Sleeping Bag, man. I've always been around all these dudes. When he first became their DJ, I was rocking on the house system, and he was sitting there on the stage, dude, and he was playing. He was scratching It's Time.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, I'm talking about juggling it.
Wow.
On beat over the music that I was playing in the house system.
Wow.
It was incredible, dude. So forever, I'm like, wow.
Okay.
That, you know, so that's 3 dudes. I'm probably gonna use DJ Melody.
Okay.
Melody is awesome, dude. He's on some other level.
Crazy.
And probably for that reason, I'm probably going to choose DJ Revolution, because he's another dude that just crazy metronomes.
Okay.
Crazy, dude.
Okay.
And he's awesome, dude. That's one of my favorite dudes.
Okay, excellent. Melody, Scratch, Revolution, golly, I forgot the other.
Jazzy
Jeff. You know, it's so funny. I got a couple friends from Philly that's on my team, that's on our radio team. And it's like every time I hear Jazzy Jeff's name mentioned, they mention him like he's a Jedi Knight. Like a Jedi Master DJ, you know what I'm saying? I think that's so interesting. Like my introduction to Jazzy Jeff, of course, is going to be, you know, parents just don't understand, you know what I'm saying? So, but it's so interesting for the people that actually did work with him. They really do describe him.
Now, here's what's funny.
Yeah.
Before I ever heard Jazzy Jeff, I had a mixtape from Cash Money.
Okay.
When Cash Money was on Sleeping Bag, and all the ugly people be quiet. Remember that record?
Yeah. yeah.
Okay, so he made a mixtape for Mantronic when he was on that label.
Okay.
Before he broke, before he made the record.
Right.
So Mantronic gave me that mixtape. I had never heard Transforming before. And it wasn't, it was years later that I heard Jazzy Jeff transform. So the first dude I ever heard transform was Cash Money.
Okay, got you.
And and those mixers, man, they're not as forgiving as people. Today's cheat date, right?
Right.
You just got to move that crossfade probably about a centimeter to hear the sound, right?
Right.
Back then, you had to pretty much move it to the middle of the crossfade to hear the whole record.
Yep. Yeah,
so it definitely had a different swing to it than it does today.
Yeah, them faders were like a lot less forgiving back then.
Crazy, man.
Definitely.
So that's my scenario.
That's incredible, man.
If you was to do a different kind of party, I'll have to hire some different kind of DJs.
Right. I think the ones you selected should cover you for this situation. You know what I mean? Yo, thank you for taking time out your schedule to come over and rock with us here on Radio Supa. You know what I'm saying? I know you're doing some music, man. I got one or two of your tracks over here loaded up. You know what I mean? So we're going to play those after the interview. But I want you to, let's give out your social media again. And then I also want you to give some shout outs too.
Oh, my main shout out goes to my number one dude that I got to say, Mr. Jeff Kwan.
Big salute, man. It's my guy.
He's my dude, and definitely want to give shout out to my wife Yvette.
Okay.
She always be holding me down, and for all these years, she's been behind me and supportive, and I can't thank her more than I can't thank her enough, basically. And shout out to my boy King Tech, dude.
Okay.
We used to do mixes together. I never told you this one.
Right.
But I'm going to tell you, we used to do mixes together on KSOL with 4 turntables.
Okay.
And I used to edit them. So we used to sit there and we used to do when LL Cool J Rock the Bells was out.
Rock the
Bells. LL Cool J, L hard as hell.
Yeah.
Just between the two of us, dude, just killing it, and then I would edit it and put different. So a lot of fun, man. If you listen to Dope Mix Volume 1 and 2, those were done on. I edited and I mixed them and put them together on a KSOL mix, and I still have the mix.
Okay.
So if you listen to it, you're gonna be like, oh, wait a minute, this sounds familiar.
That's wild.
Because we took that whole piece and we made a record out of it. Because it went on and on and on and on like that.
Classic.
It was great.
Beautiful.
So social media, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Nah, you good.
Social media, at IG and TikTok, you can follow me. I'm at DJ Prince Ice _official.